You know, tickets have already went on sale for Star Wars. Let's see here. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It broke records already. Tickets went on sale along with the premiere of the trailer, the last trailer that they got.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
This man over here has bought all of our wares. He's had every shirt, every flavor. He came in when he arrived. He had the classic black tee with the white logo. He had the fruit flavor one right here. He had zesty. Thank you. You know what? It's cooler now. You can finally wear your hoodie. I got a texture that says, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker broke the record for most sales in the first hour on Atom tickets. So, needless to say, and we didn't even have to look at that right there. Needless to say, people are a little into this.
But I've never heard of Atom tickets.
You know, I haven't either. You know, Atom tickets might have been selling 5 tickets. We don't know.
Atom tickets. Yeah. Like, really? Okay.
A lot of people are indeed looking forward to this new Star Wars movie because finally, after 42 years, the shit is coming to an end. Star Wars ain't ever gonna die. I predict that 100 years from now, Star Wars is gonna take over Jesus. It's gonna be a new religion. You know,
is it not already?
Yeah, they talked about how Jesus walked on water. 100 years from now, we're gonna talk about a dude that actually walked on air, Skywalker. You know, it will not be a movie character anymore. It will be a religion. But until then, a lot of people saying that, well, okay, Star Wars will never end, but there is a part of it that will end, and that is the Skywalker saga. At first, it never seemed like that would end right there. Because no one wanted to take any risk. Because no matter how many times, the only one that took a risk was George Lucas making them shitty prequels. And then, while I don't like them, I can at least say that they were different. But from moving forward, you know, they have not really deviated away that much from what made Star Wars in the cinematic universe. There's still elements of the first trilogy that came out, starting with A New Hope back in the day. Which, speaking of A New Hope, it's funny how we talk about how, you know, today there's not too many risks that they want to take with Star Wars right now as far as the movies go. Because as far as A New Hope, the first Star Wars movie that came out in 1977, it was all about taking risk. It was all about taking risks to take us to a galaxy that cinematically no one had ever seen anything like it before. Man, Chewbacca looked drunk as you see? He said, I'm too hungover for this shit.
trippy, man, trippy.
Coming in too fast!
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
Wow. Damn. That's Vegas. A boy, a girl, and a universe. It's a lot of shit to cover right there. But the Skywalker saga, as far as we know it, is coming to an end. You know, we're ready to start exploring other things in the Star Wars universe. And a lot of people are saying, you know, looking forward to this movie, and we're talking about the last trailer. What's the name of what is this? The Rise of Skywalker. Rise, motherfucker. Rise, Skywalker, rise. Rise of the Skywalker.
Yes, sir.
The Rise of Skywalker. You know, a lot of people looking forward to this because, for one, as I said, you know, this is a story that a lot of people have been following for years, and now people are getting closure. And some people are saying, well, you know, I'm just tired of this shit. You know, it's just, I mean, I'm going to go see it because that's what I do. You know, I've been hanging with Star Wars for all these years. So, of course, I'm going to hang with this one. But I know, really, these Skywalkers need to do something, man. I'm tired of this shit. Can we move on? And it seems like everybody's going to get their wish now. For those who want closure with the Skywalker story, they're going to get that. And those who just want to move on to something else are finally getting to do so too. With Rise of Skywalker. Going to look at this trailer.
The Force will be with you.
This is the first time that I really do feel like they are seriously meaning it's the end. You know, I like before, like I was like, y'all need to quit bullshit. You ain't gonna ever end this. You'll find a way to bring all these people back as Force ghosts. You know, y'all are CG Mark Hamill, have him appear in everything. But you know, listening to the trailer, that's right, listening to right down to narration. What this trailer is delivering for us is everything has come full circle. I mean, even right down the narration, you have not only Luke Skywalker in the background narrating the first half of this, but you know this whole struggle between light and dark is continuing old school with this and going back to the beginning, coming full circle to the end. In the background, we also hear Palpatine narrating too. Palpatine always looking like a pervert watching two people have sex. Yes, yes. But you know, it's you write down that narration. It's everything in this trailer is about coming full circle. Even with some of the characters that we have, I like how everybody's crying over C-3PO, man. Everybody's crying over C-3PO right now because everybody is so afraid that C-3PO is going to be the one to die, going to be the biggest character to die, judging from his words here.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
You know, it's funny because everybody's talking about C-3PO making them cry because he might be the one to actually be one of the characters that we love to actually be gone after this, to as much as a android, a cyborg, or a robot can to die. And it's funny because I'm looking at that, I'm like, maybe he's looking at them like, shit, y'all the ones that are not me. You know,
I'm going to a better robot.
Yeah, y'all about, don't worry about me. I'm grandfathered to this shit. You know, I've been in every one of these movies right there. It might also even mean like, you know, because if you listen to how he says that, I'm taking one last look at all my friends.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friend.
You know, this might be before he goes death to all humans on these motherfuckers, man. You know? Because y'all saw those pictures where he had those red eyes. He said, I'm about to...
He's smoked out eyes.
Yeah. He's probably like, I'm about to kill every motherfucker in this room right now. I tell you, man, I'm all for C-3PO dying. But let me, first of all, say, from a selfish point of view, yeah, I'm ready for him to go. It just feels like C-3PO has been a character that has been crowbarred into all of these movies. I don't mind the character being there, but there are times where it just felt like we didn't even really need to have this character at this point.
Hello, I am C-3PO, Human Cyborg Relations.
You know, that's from the first prequel movie. What's it called?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. That's from the Phantom Menace, where there was no need to have Darth Vader, who never recognizes him after this, or there was never a reference made. It just seemed like we never needed that character that early on. It was, again, true fan service what was going on right there. But I will tell you that, yeah, so I want to be gone because I just feel like, you know, the character has been overused. But at this point, if we were to kill C-3PO, again, that would be a great thing to do if this is truly the end of the Skywalker saga. C-3PO and R2-D2, those are the characters that we started this journey with. So it would have a lot of meaning. If there's any time to kill a character off, this would be it. We started this journey with R2-D2 and C-3PO, and even if you don't kill both of them, C-3PO, if he was to you know, quote unquote die, that would have a whole lot of meaning because we're ending this journey with him, and I think that I would actually be, as much as I'm tired of the character, I would be moved by that if they did it.
That scene that we're talking about there with C-3PO, it is moving, man. It looks like he's going to sacrifice himself. He got these wires attached to his head or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and those final words, they're definitely pulling some heartstrings for old school Star Wars fans.
Unless he got some long ass cornrows or something.
He got them dreads going on now.
I wonder if that's what's happening. If he's sacrificing himself, he's actually going to be losing. One of the ways to kill a android is to just wipe out their memory or wipe out their personality. Maybe their body won't deteriorate, but to wipe out their body, I wonder if that's what's happening. If he's being infected by something, or if there's something that's just changing his mind, and he's never going to be the C-3PO that we know. That personality is going to be wiped out. That'll be the death of him right there.
If we got some sort of android AIDS, I don't know, but they gotta do something. I don't know.
I'm not crazy about the series, as everybody knows, because I think it's an uneven series, man. We've all said the same things. I mean, it doesn't need repeating, but just for the sake of conversation here, I'm gonna repeat them. We all know the complaints about the Force Awakens, which people said it's just too many hints of A New Hope in there, which is it's fine. Everybody understood it. It was something that they had to do because it was after the prequels and how that just kind of brought conflict to the fan base. They had to kind of start off on a safe ground with bringing in new characters and also trying to have them mingle with the old characters. Last Jedi, I dislike that movie more and more. I think about it. Say what you will about George Lucas. George Lucas had a vision. This didn't seem like a singular vision. This seemed like the vision of producers who were making a property for money because they acquired it.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like it felt like it was a single vision of somebody who wanted to do something totally different from Star Wars and just get away from it and try to put a stamp on it by themselves. I don't know, what went behind the scenes, but a lot of the mythos got lost there for me. I felt. With that one, I mean, you see Luke Skywalker. The first thing he does is he takes the lightsaber and throws it away.
Yeah,
man. I'm like, all right. I guess that's what y'all doing. Okay, And I'm not knocking people who hate it and want to have a debate. I'm not debating this shit. It's my feelings, whatever. But I just really thought that was mishandled the way they did this, because it was a case where they felt like they wanted to restart it, but they wanted to try to keep things the same. And then you want to restart it, but you still keep things the same. You can't have it both ways. Either you're going to really disconnect or you're going to follow through and end this thing the way it was supposed to. Because they missed an opportunity to have the original three members to be together. That was an opportunity. They were all alive. They were all alive, and you did not put them all together. All of them? That's crazy to me. Missed opportunity. And
furthermore, I got to tell you, man, what's missing from this series here, and I know a lot of people, again, this is coming from one of my favorite actors, Adam Driver. It's one of my favorite actors out there. But I'm sorry, man. Kylo Ren he ain't no Darth Vader, nor is he trying to be. But I gotta tell you, there hasn't been that kind of stature of villain like Darth Vader. There hasn't been anybody there. This opposing force that you have rooted against like you have with somebody like Darth Vader. To the point where that, like we said, they even bringing back Palpatine, man.
Palpy.
Yeah, the Emperor. They're bringing back the Emperor here, man. It's like, so it's kind of hard to like really have this rousing conclusion when I haven't had a real villain to root for, when I haven't had this consistency. But what I will say with this is that I love it that J.J. Abrams is coming back. J.J. Abrams, say what you will about the Force Awakens, man. I think Force Awakens had to do what it had to do because Force Awakens was something where that was again, they had to play it safe, and I think J.J. Abrams, his hands were tied with having to adhere to the company wanted to be safe. Now that we have this movie here and he's coming back, I can't say that I'm going to be, I can't say it again that I'm completely emotionally invested into this thing, but I do think that he'll be able to do just something completely different on this last outing, man.
I hope so. And and to go back to Kylo Ren, I feel bad for Adam Driver because I think he got misdirected. You know what I mean? As far as what he was intending to do and what they wanted him to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Because even in the Force Awakens, like, okay, listen, you're gonna be the Darth Vader character. You know what I mean? And that's how he kind of, and that's kind of how he was moving. You know what I mean? With a little unstable, he was an unstable Darth Vader, right? Because he had the little temper tantrum, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we get to Last Jedi, where they specifically had him, break that mask to be like, okay, you're not Darth Vader anymore. You're your own person. And now in this one, you see him putting the damn helmet back together.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
Yeah, putting that shit back with duct tape and everything.
Yeah, he got the duct tape. What do you want this guy to do? And it's I just feel bad, for him. At least for those first two. I don't know what's gonna happen in this last one, but it was like be Darth Vader, don't be Darth Vader. Hey, what? Yay, be Darth Vader.
I'm kind of with you on that, man. But I'm watching certain aspects of Star Wars for certain things now, and with the movies, I'm not really watching them for story anymore. As far as watching the movies, because one of the things I'm looking at with this trailer, man, one of the things I gotta say is these movies are getting more and more gorgeous as they go along. As far as the look goes, and I like how they have some hints of the old Star Wars in there. They've caught a good mix of having the gritty mixed in with some of the shinier parts of Star Wars that we've seen. But like this shit right here, riding horses, man. Space horses. I'm looking at that and I'm like, wow, they are doing. I love this too. I'm looking at, man, this almost. This warms my heart looking at this scene with these horses, and look at little BB trying to keep up. He's like, wait a minute, hey! I think these movies look gorgeous. They are actually expanding the universe visually, but as far as story goes, man, I'm not really looking at the movies anymore for narratively expanding these movies anymore. I'm looking now. At this point, I'm looking at I'm not going to the big screen. I'm going to the small screen. I'm going to Disney Plus to see them expand this universe narratively.
Right.
I'm looking for Disney Plus to come out and do things that is showing parts of Star Wars. I know on the small screen that they've done it. They've done it with the animated series out there like Rebels and whatnot. So I know that they've expanded the universe.
And the Christmas special.
Man. I know that they've expanded the stories on the small screen very well. On the big screen, they haven't done so, and they continue to do that with Disney Plus and The Mandalorian. And so that's how I'm looking for them to expand this universe narratively. If I want to see them do stuff visually, I'll go to the movies. But narratively, I'm not really. I can take it or leave it at this point, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, like I'm saying, people. I think people are ready to move on, but at the same time, they want some closure, and hopefully, this Rise of Skywalker will be the closure that everybody wants or gets, because I think we are going to be closing the door on this saga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of seeing, all these, the same architecture. Because even in this one, you see the same architecture inside of the what's that? The Star Destroyers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of imagery is still harkening back.
I kind of like that, man. That's where I was talking about where it looked like old school. That's one of the things that they did. It looked like old school Star Wars while bringing it into the new. All those shiny surfaces, man. That's kind of a throwback to the first Star Wars. I think aesthetically it looks amazing.
Yeah, but again, it's still looking out through the lineage of it all. There's so many ups and downs. Some, because even like I said, the Last Jedi? Even they had a different, a look to it. As far as when they were inside the ships and stuff like that. But now it's going back to the original, with the same type of lines and angular designs on the walls and stuff like that. So it's like going full circle back. They would have been better just having J.J. Abrams doing 7, 8, 9. Why didn't they just have him do all three?
And see, this is what's happened, man. This is why I'm glad that this is closing, because at this point, Kevin Feige, who we know who's added some, did something never seen before, not only with Marvel movies, but with comic book movies in general. But his his vision, his singular vision and control over the Marvel universe is what made it what it is. Mm-hmm. And now he's coming over to bring that to at least some parts of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. And you know what? And that's why I'm looking forward to this closing too. Is like we can end this saga. We don't have to like go in and just because it's Luke Skywalker and the Skywalker story and whatnot, that we got to go and be careful with this. You know, we got to manufacture this to a point where it feels like it's not even authentic anymore. Once we're done with it, they'll be able to start doing stuff with Star Wars that's going to be amazing. Kevin Feige is going to come in and introduce these things. Jon Favreau doing stuff with the Mandalorian. The problem that they've had with Star Wars is that they haven't had a Kevin Feige out there. They've had Kathleen Kennedy come in and work on this. And her vision was not how to tell these stories, but just telling more of them. Kathleen Kennedy is an amazing executive, man. She's an amazing producer. So I'm not trying to talk trash about it, but her whole thing was just like, let's just shit out as much Star Wars shit as we can. Let's make two Star Wars movies a year, maybe 3. That's how we got this whole thing with Solo, and that not being the meeting its potential because they're just trying to rush this stuff out. It was you know, he thought the fan base was so strong, or she thought the fan base was so strong, they just eat anything up, man. And they are pretty much. But with that, I think that there was story-wise a decline in quality. So you know, now that we're ending this, we don't have to worry about her being on this anymore. We got new people going to come in, and they're going to start adding some cohesiveness to some of these to this universe that we haven't had before. So yeah, you know, I think it's not only is it the end of. Not only is the end of this whole this 42-year-long saga that we've had, but also it's going to be the beginning of something where people now are going to be able to try new things. They're going to be able to do different things that we haven't seen done before.
See things that we haven't done before, but at the same time, with Kevin Feige there, I think it'll have a singular mission and a singular voice, right? Because that's what made the Marvel movies so great, right? Because it was very cohesive.
Yeah,
there was a one drive and one mission that was set forth, you know. And if you deviate too much from that as a director, guess what? You got to go.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
With Ant-Man, what was his name? Who was on it at first?
Oh, Edgar Wright.
Yes, Edgar Wright. He wanted to put his own twist to it. And Marvel said, "No, the hell you will not." You know, and it went to the other man, Reed, his name, the Reed. So, you know, having that type of singular voice and singular vision to have everybody on board for it, you know, will hopefully make for, you know, a more expansive and cohesive Star Wars moving forward.
Exactly. So yeah, man, I think, listen, there's a lot of reasons why it's a good thing that we're coming to a close with this. You know, I mean, it's and the thing with coming to a close on this is that it's going to satisfy a lot of people on all ends. It's going to leave for whether you're for it or against it, everybody's going to want to be there for this because it's going to be an event. You know, it's going to be a big cinematic event, man, to be there for the close of this big story. So no matter where you fall, everybody's going to be there. Everybody's going, you know, and the chances are that I think with this being the last one, this is going to be something that they're going to pull out all the stops to make sure that this is, if nothing else, it's going to be a big, exciting space action film for everybody out there. So I'm looking forward to it, which will be, like they've been doing, coming out with these movies in December. December 20th is when this is coming out. Tickets are available now. Actually, I think they're all gone at this point.
Hey, Adam sold them all.
Adam sold them all, man. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes, man. Looking forward to it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. You watched the whole video. That means you really love me, and I love you too. I'm never going to let you go. So what you need to do is just subscribe, give in, get notifications, and go to our main site. Over there, you'll find the long version of this video, along with many others, uncensored and unedited. And also, you will find the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at our store, dtmerch.com. And remember to always stay toasty.